Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while since I made a video. YouTube reached out to me and said that I needed to post something within the next 30 days. Otherwise, they were going to cancel my account. I was planning on making videos anyhow, so just getting started a little bit earlier than I wanted to. I didn't know that YouTube would do something like that if you didn't post. I just thought your account would just go dormant. But it's been like 10 months or something like that since I posted a video anyhow. So, might as well get back into it. There was just a lot going on, and I wanted to take a break from making videos because it's a lot of work to do it anyhow. It takes a lot of time, but we're getting into the winter months here pretty soon, so I'll have a little more time on my hands. There's not so much going on outside around the farm here. A couple updates. Bought some new machinery, one being this Kubota here. We bought it about, a month and a half ago, and it's not a compact tractor. It's like the next step up. So it's an LX 2620, and it's got the quick change. We got a spear for the round bales, which makes it nice because this thing can get around a whole lot easier around the barn than our 6610 or 2510 John Deere. And those tractors are heavy, so they tend to get stuck everywhere. But this tractor has done everything we asked it to do, and I like it a lot. And it's also four-wheel drive. We also end up getting a disc bind. I'll show you that here in a little bit. But yeah, we graduated from the old regular hay bind with a sickle bar to an actual disc bind. So, and that makes a world of difference. You can mow so much faster, cuts a lot cleaner, and you can cut it a lot closer to the ground. I usually try to keep it up about 4 or 5 inches. That way the hay can get some air underneath of it and helps dry it out quite a bit. But it takes, with the hay bind, it took me 4.5, 5 hours to mow the field behind our house here. I can do it in about 1 hour and 20 minutes now. So, and you can go as fast as you want. Obviously, I don't run it too fast. I try to keep it at a decent pace, but I don't want to kind of be out of control. It's not a race, but like I said, it definitely cuts the time down. As far as the horses go, the 2 babies that we had on the farm, we ended up selling them, and we have a new baby. He'll be back probably in about a month, maybe a month and a week. His mom is here right now, and she's pregnant. She's due in about 4 months. So we'll have two babies. That mare come from Kentucky when we went down there at the Kingling sale. She wasn't in the sale, but she was there, so we were able to look at her. We bought her after the sale, but she was pregnant with the colt that we just had. What else? Had a good year at the fair. The kids took some pigs and turkeys this year, and they all fared pretty good. It seems like each year with the pigs, we're getting a little bit better. So hopefully next year maybe we'll get into that top 15 range. I don't know. Probably not, because I'm just not going to spend the money on the pig, or I'm not that good of a feeder on the pigs either to make sure that they are ready to go. Getting better, but it also costs a lot of money to do that. So, all right, guys, I'll take you out and show you the disc bind and see the horses that are here. We got a couple boarders, and then just a couple of retired horses right now. But here in about a week, we're going to have about 3 more horses show up at the farm. So this is the new disc bind that we got. It's not new, but it was really well taken care of. And it's a 5209, new idea. And the only thing I've done to it when I first got it, I just put new blades and brackets on it, just for maintenance. This winter I'm going to grease all the turtles, because this one runs off of, that's heavy. This one runs, the pucks run grease, not oil, like the newer New Hollands do. But yeah, this machine was well kept. I'm kind of upset that I can't put it inside the garage, but it just doesn't collapse enough to get it inside my door. I only have 11-foot garage doors. This measures about 12.5 feet wide from tire to tire. So it sucks that I can't get it under roof, but I'm gonna blow the leaves off of it and spray it down with diesel fuel. So do the best I can to keep it from rusting out. Yesterday I made some footage of cleaning up our manure pile, but I forgot to format the SD card for this camera, so none of the footage was accessible. So, but I don't know, I've been working on removing all our horse manure for probably 2 weeks now, and I finally got it done yesterday, just in time for the rain. Today is going to rain pretty good, so that's some pretty good storms roll through, and I wanted to get this mess cleaned up, because otherwise it had just turned into a complete mud hole. So we'll go over here and check out the horses. We got 2 of them outside and 2 of them inside right now. But as you can tell, this manure pile is just nothing but a swamp mess. Over the years, cleaning the manure pile out, you know, every now and then you take a little bit of dirt with you, but this created a kind of a hole right here. And eventually I want to bring it up to grade and pour some concrete and put some of those concrete barriers back in there, a square, like so I have a backstop to push in to get the manure, and that'll eliminate all this mud and water and all this crap. I ended up putting all asphalt grindings right here. Just got tired of getting stuck. Every time I wanted to turn the trailer around and stuff, it just get stuck. It wasn't a good thing. But this year's hay, we did pretty good on the hay. We ended up getting almost 50 round bales and a couple hundred square bales that we put up off just the field behind our house here. We did another 5 acres up the road. Ended up getting about 400 bales total off of that. That field probably needs reseeded, but you know, we just leased that field anyhow, so I don't think we're going to reseed that one. We're definitely going to reseed the one behind our house next year. Here's a couple horses that we have. This one here is a border horse. That's Petey. You guys know him. This one's just retired. She's just here to hang out. And we got 2 of them in here. One's kind of a retired horse, and then the other one is our thoroughbred mare that she's pregnant. Is doing about 3-4 months. That's an older horse there. She's kind of partially retired, and this is our mare we got from Kentucky. Like I said, she's pregnant now. She's actually kind of showing again. She's not a real big horse to be a thoroughbred, but her babies turn out huge, so she's a good producer. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to try to produce a video. I'm going to start at least once a week. Maybe some shorts here and there. You know, just kind of ease back into it. we got some things coming up, some big additions to the farm. So hopefully in about a month and a half, that'll come along. Got quite a few things to do inside the shop for the winter. I'm kind of thinking about redoing the John Deere, bringing it in, pull the loader off of it, because my other 2 tractors got loaders. Not really any need for that one to have a loader on it anymore. Plus the hydraulics are just super slow, so I kind of want to take that off, bring it in the shop, break it down, and just clean it up and maybe rebuild the motor, because it does get hot pretty quick and stays hot and it won't start very good. So just kind of do an overhaul on that. The tractor's been in the family for a long time, so I'd like to keep it and just restore it a little bit. But like I said, there'll be some additions coming up here pretty soon, hopefully. And like I said, it's pretty big, and to say it'll help create content, that's for sure. So till then, guys, I hope you enjoyed the update. Catch you guys later.